Okay, we're back at it again. Heading into another little creek in the Ocala National Forest. This place, we only get into this creek a couple times a year to drive in and hike like we usually like to do. But we got to try and get into these creeks right now before the daily rains start. Because once the daily rains start, the water level is going to pick up and these creeks aren't going to be low and clear anymore. So yesterday was like 97 degrees. So today's going to be pretty hot. But we'll be going down into the valley here, into the jungle. We should be in the shade most of the time. So we'll see what we find when we get down in there. Hopefully we'll catch some interesting stuff. And we'll see what happens. Okay, we're geared up and we're walking from here. Make sure we didn't forget anything today because we ain't coming back. I got my schwacker.
I got the measurer.
It's hard to tell steepness on the camera.
Yeah.
But this is a pretty steep hill, and it seems like every time we come in here, it's in the 90s. And by the time we get done and come back out, this hill is a killer. Here's water. Hopefully it'll be easier to walk along the edge here. Wow, look how shallow this is, Gene. The creek is nice. The creek is real nice here. Too bad we couldn't walk in the water.
Yeah.
See, now we might have to find a hole to fish here. This might be pretty shallow. We might end up having to search for holes.
It's going to be really...
There's a bunch of movement in the water up here. As soon as we see something that's big enough to cast to, we're going to cast and see what's around. But for now, we're just going to ease our way down the side of this creek until we find a hole good enough to fish. What have I got on here? Stump knocker. Little stump knocker. He's only about 5.5 inches. Oh, he's gone. There's some pretty good splashing going on downstream. Let's see a couple little bass swimming around over there. We got something on here. I don't know. Find out in a second. Yeah, stump knocker. A little spotted. There's a couple bass over there though. Go ahead, pal. And we got tons of these little stump. Oh, look at them, covered with mud. Darn it. All right, we're gonna head on downstream here in a couple minutes. We just needed to stop and cool off and check this out. There's a bunch of little stump knockers in here. I saw a pickerel. There's some bass in here. The farther we get downstream, the nicer it's looking.
Oh, he's full of mud. Oh, he's a pretty good size one.
He is pretty good size.
I should measure him. I should clean him off and measure. Oh.
Yeah,
No.
that's some quicksand right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll bring him up here by the pack. Bring him up here by the pack. We'll measure him.
All right.
I hear a nice red belly on here. Nice red belly.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's a nice one, yeah.
Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's a beauty.
I don't know how long it is. He's pretty long fish, Gene.
You want to measure him?
Yeah, sure.
Well, you're going to do it on your pack? Is that
Yeah, but it's on my pack. That's the problem. I think there's some other big stuff up in there too.
All right, how long does he have to be?
I think they're 10. Don't they have to be 10 or something?
All right, here, let's put it on his tail.
Make sure you're on 0. Nah, you're on 8 there. He's only 9 inches.
Okay. Yeah, that's what you were looking
Let's
at.
see. Oh yeah,
Definitely a warmouth.
yeah, that's a beauty. Look how different they are. He's a beauty. Look how dark he is. Look at that. He's a beauty.
Yeah.
I don't know if the camera can see it, but this is where Cedar Creek flows into Eaton Creek, and you can actually see the two different watercolors. Cedar Creek is a clear water creek flowing in. You can see all the shells. Look at all the shells here. This is a huge, huge Indian midden here alongside the river, alongside this creek. Look at this whole big ball here of shell concretion. And you can see that there's a trench dug right through the middle. That's how they used to explore these old middens back in the turn of the 18th, 19th century. They used to just dig right through the middle of them, see what's in there. All right, we just got to head up this hill, hit the trail, and head out. All right, we're going to call it quits for today. We got some black clouds moving in here. It's really hot. We don't have enough water. There's thunder right there. So we're going to head out, see if we can beat the rain to the truck.